A tornado has touched down and disrupted all communications in a small town. Power is down. Wired phone service is down. Cell phones are overloaded and sporadic at best. Large fixed radio antennas are down, eliminating all local police and fire dispatch. The incident commander and the driver systems operator disconnect external power from their already powered up and waiting first responder command vehicle and are driving off in seconds to evaluate the situation. As they approach the path of the tornado, the incident commander knows immediately by the damage he sees that he will require mutual aid. So he begins to contact adjoining communities with the Global Star satellite phone while en route. To save precious seconds, these numbers have already been stored in the satellite phone's memory. The incident commander realizes that he needs to make an additional call for some heavy equipment to begin clearing debris from the roads in order for other less agile emergency vehicles to get through. He looks up the number in a resource database stored in the vehicle's computer system and places the call, again using the satellite phone. As the incident commander arrives on the scene of the heaviest damage, he picks a good position from which to manage operations. He calls up a map of the area and loads it into the command software. Even while the systems operator is raising the antennas, the incident commander is taking command of the situation by sketching the path of the tornado across the map. He establishes a staging area for his mutual aid. Engine 4432, the first mutual aid unit from a neighboring community, arrives on scene. The incident commander needs to establish communications with this unit, move it to the staging area, and enter its location into the command software. Using the Raytheon Radio Interconnect Switch touchscreen interface, the incident commander connects his department's radio to the different frequency radio used by the department that operates Engine 4432. He establishes communication with the arriving unit and directs it to the staging area. The incident commander logs Engine 4432 into the command software and indicates its position on the map in the staging area. As units from other municipalities continue to arrive, the incident commander repeats the process of establishing communications, moving them to staging, and assigning them a task, all while entering the information into the command software database. At the command software's prompting, the PARS, or Personnel Accountability Report screen, pops up, asking him to verify the location and status of personnel. This interval can be set as appropriate for the particular incident. Police call in, reporting that trees are blocking a street, keeping an ambulance or EMS unit from getting through. The incident commander establishes a temporary communications link, allowing police to talk directly to Public Works. Parents are looking for a child who has wandered off in the confusion. Police need to communicate with volunteers on FRS radios. A report comes in of an injury at a partially destroyed warehouse, requiring the incident commander to contact and dispatch an ambulance. At this point, there's too much radio traffic for one communications network, so the incident commander creates additional comm-nets to divide up the traffic. The EMS unit arriving at a damaged warehouse reports a strong chemical smell, and that an injured man is in respiratory distress. The incident commander decides to take Fire Engine 4432 out of staging to assist the EMS unit at the warehouse. The incident commander calls 4432 on their comm-net and gives them the order to move. He notes their new assignment in the command software. The command software stores all of this information in its database, where a detailed time-stamped log of everything entered into the system is stored. This database of information can be used to quickly create a wide variety of incident reports. This report is called Benchmarks. It lists key incident management events and the times they were accomplished. This report is called Objectives, because different incidents have different objectives. Many different types of incidents can be stored in the command software, each with a unique set of objectives. This incident checklist helps guide the incident commander and is particularly useful in the confusion of an emergency. Tracking personnel and assets is a critical need in any large-scale emergency. The fire commander from engine 4432 reports that the chemical smell is coming from a leak in a tank labeled hydrogen sulfide. The incident commander quickly looks up hydrogen sulfide in a chemical database they have loaded on their first responder. He determines that the material is extremely dangerous. Included in this database listing is a standard operating procedure advising the immediate evacuation of all personnel from the spill area to a safe distance defined in the procedure. With several quick screen touches, the incident commander uses the first responder's all-channel broadcast feature to transmit the evacuation order on all channels and frequencies simultaneously. This is instant, life-saving, interoperable communications in action. The incident commander knows now that he's going to need specialized help to clean up the hydrogen sulfide spill, so he asks the system operator to use the satellite-enabled internet connection to search for the right expertise. An expert is found and called using the satellite phone. The incident commander then uses the radio interconnect switch to patch that expert directly to the fire commander at the site of the spill. Other incident commanders are arriving with mobile command posts and need a real-time understanding of the situation. Using one of the first responders' wireless LAN links, the incident commander is able to share anything on his desktop so that other commanders can see exactly what is happening. Using the other wireless LAN link, the incident commander can also share real-time data by reliably streaming video or other sensor data to incident commanders more than a mile away. Or, by using the satellite data link, information can be shared with regional authorities hundreds of miles away, or with anyone who has internet access anywhere in the world. This includes information from biological, radiological, or chemical detection devices. Back at the scene of the tornado, police and fire incident commanders decide to improve the efficiency of their response by sharing information in real time. So the next step is to set up a wireless LAN link between command posts. The first responder's incident commander gives the police commander a ruggedized laptop that has been configured with a wireless network card. Audio and video are streamed between the two mobile command centers, and a video conference link is established, allowing each commander to talk and share data as needed and to see what the other is seeing. As the day progresses, authorities from the regional FEMA office decide to visit the scene for a first-hand assessment of the situation. The incident commander receives an email that lists the dispatched personnel, their expertise or authority, and their mobile phone numbers. Using the onboard printer, copier, scanner, the incident commander is able to make copies of that information for anyone at the scene who may need it. After the incident, an after-action report must be created. Using data stored in the command software database, the incident commander is now able to quickly and easily create a precise record of exactly what happened. This data can also be used to analyze the response of the emergency teams and to help develop procedures and training to improve their future performance. In summary, the first responder is a fast response vehicle. It allows you to quickly set up command and to establish communications when the first incompatible radio arrives. The command software helps you easily create accurate incident documentation. Satellite technology makes communication possible even in the worst disaster scenarios. Collaborative technologies disseminate real-time information to all on-scene incident commanders, helping them work together to make life-saving decisions. Wireless sensor technology gets information where it's most needed to make critical decisions. And the first responders' unique communication and command capabilities are also perfect for common non-emergency uses, such as special event management and VIP visits. The first responder system is extremely simple to ready for operation. Even with all of its systems deactivated, it only takes a few minutes to get it all up and running. One switch activates power for the communication systems. and a single button on the uninterruptible power supply activates all of the computer systems. Raising and locking the antennas takes seconds with a custom-designed pivoting roof racks. The Inmarsat satellite dish has a large margin of error and can be aimed and connected in seconds with a quick check of the signal strength meter. Information from video cameras, infrared cameras, or other remote sensors is transmitted to the first responder and received via a pair of high-gain directional antennas. For sharing command desktop information and for net meeting functionality, the omnidirectional whip antennas are used. These antennas do not require aiming. The rear workstation is readied for use by deploying the touchscreen monitor and connecting the flexible rear keyboard. The center workstation is readied for use by unlocking the keyboard. You are now ready to take command of the situation. In practice, most users leave First Responder in hot standby mode, with external power connected and computers up and running. This shaves critical minutes off of life-saving response time. In addition to the hardware, a key element of the First Responder is its command software. This software is designed to meet an incident commander's real-world needs to manage an emergency and to effectively deploy and track personnel and equipment assets. First Responder also provides the incident commander with immediate access to the information-rich and potentially life-saving content of the Internet, as well as email. The vehicle platform shown is a heavy-duty Chevrolet Suburban 2500. It is equipped with push-button four-wheel drive, a heavy-duty high-output alternator, 2 heavy-duty deep-discharge marine batteries, 1 dedicated to the electronic systems, and 1 dedicated to the engine, with a specially designed charging system that can use the engine or an external AC power source to keep the batteries charged even while the system is operating. None of the modifications voids the standard vehicle warranty. On the roof are an array of antennas that support the radio, satellite, cellular, and wireless network systems. First Responder is divided into 3 work areas. A front console for limited on-the-move systems access, consisting of a ruggedized laptop from which the incident commander can control many of the First Responder's systems while on the move. A removable Global Star phone capable of direct satellite or conventional cellular communications, and an optional space for a radio typically used for intra-agency communications. The center workstation area is for enclosed, climate-controlled systems operation. It is typically from here that the systems operator supports the communications and information needs of the incident commander. This location has access to all of the functionality of First Responder. It includes a radio rack with spaces for up to 6 user-selected radios, the Raytheon radio interconnect switch, a workstation, a server, an uninterruptible power supply, and a printer-copier scanner, which can optionally be configured as a fax machine. The rear workstation is primarily designed to be the incident commander's action station. Despite its simple layout, this area also provides access to all of First Responder's functionality. It consists of a large flat-panel touchscreen monitor on an articulated arm, an extremely durable and weatherproof flexible keyboard, and a handset for radio and cellular communications, with room left over for optional storage or additional electronics gear.
When disaster strikes, every second counts. The ability of emergency response teams to communicate can save lives. And Raytheon's First Responder is on the front lines delivering. The first-of-its-kind emergency communications system allows responding agencies to stay in touch and in control, putting everything at your fingertips. A simple touch allows multiple agencies to talk directly. Interoperable communications problems are solved. The incident commander controls who talks to whom and when. And incident command software puts you in charge of the total effort, of unit assignments, personnel accountability tracking, asset allocation, and activity logging, allowing you to tap every resource available. The time you save can save lives with the unit's mapping capabilities. Wireless LAN transfers vital information, maps of the area, and key facilities in seconds. Satellite connections allow communication even when phone and power lines are down. And no one is left out of the loop. Remote teams can watch events unfold with streaming audio and video live from the scene. First responders' custom integrated solutions make upgrade and repair in the field easy. Interoperability, satellite links, radio equipment, wireless LAN, cellular service, redundancy, and backup offer reliable communications. Raytheon puts you behind the wheel of the most important communications tool in a crisis. It takes you where you need to be in time to perform your most important task, saving lives. The First Responder by Raytheon.